Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines with me, and you heard 37. We now have a huge traffic problem right there. I haven't made an episode in a while. I did make one episode and I couldn't end up having a little bit of a problem, and it sucked because I wanted you all to see that one. I was actually playing, it was like 20 minutes through, I looked over and everything was fine, and then when I finished up I looked over and it said that the hop hog thing, the thing had crashed. I thought, well, at least I got like 20 minutes, and I actually looked at it and it was like 3, so I don't know what the heck happened. But I changed this area. These things used to just end right here, the highway, and then I had one, I can't, going like this, and if you remember, I really wanted to change that around. I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do, so I took a little bit of this stuff off here as well, and now people can get over here and to here. And I realized I didn't have this part in. I realized all these people coming in wanted to get down here. And you can see how many cars are coming down this way, so I ended up making another branch over here. It helped a little bit. The traffic isn't quite as bad. You can see people. A lot of that is just stupid people trying to get over, blocking the traffic. It should flow better. I did not notice this. This seems to be new. I'm not sure what changed. Why that's... I mean, I've had some traffic problems there before, but not like that. You'll see, like, nobody's taken that route. One person over there. No one takes that one. No one takes that one. I believe that... Yeah, that one goes that way, too. Let's see where exactly they're going. I think a lot of that has to do with there's just too many daggone roads. But you gotta get people out to the highway, so I don't have too much of a problem with that. Apparently, I guess a lot of them are trying to come down here. See, that's a little bit of a problem. The only thing you could do is try to make something... Really, those roads need to be elevated, and they could come over to some of these areas, and they could have a road going under. That could help. But a lot of times, they take the first exit that they can. I don't know why that is. Also, in the last episode, I made I think a little bit of that, and I also made this area right through here with the triangle and everything. So not too much, but I do want to build some more. And eventually I want to start another city before too long. Maybe have like 2 cities going, I don't know. But I want to mess with this area right now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I've got some kind of an idea. Looks about halfway right there. I want to bring this over. Take out that business. That's not too big of a problem. That is cockeyed. I want to get that straight. Might have to take some stuff out. Yeah, some of that's going to get taken out. That's alright. De-zone that real quick before anyone builds. Although it probably will just be commercial. It says that there's a need for some commercial, but I mean, you got this area right in here. There's no real problem. Since we haven't played it in a little while, let's take a look at this. Health capacity 2,900 and 6 citizens 200. That's, I mean, it's overkill, but I mean, there's good coverage. I just don't know why no one's sick. These people are kind of sick because we have that incinerator, I do believe. Yeah, incinerator right there. But they're close to the hospital. Cremation, the buried, we have tons of capacity. Look at the capacity to cremate people, 4,000, and to see 608. So we're killing it in that area. Fire safety, the threat is really low. We have pretty good coverage. In my other city, I actually covered it way more than this. I went overboard on it, maybe. Just trying to make it really good. As far as the police, we don't really have that many police stations, but you can see crime's low, 5%, very low. Education, as far as elementary schools, we're underserving. That looks like the worst place. I don't see... I mean, I guess it's just a capacity. But look how many elementary schools around here, and they're saying that we can't get to everybody. High schools, we barely have enough capacity. Obviously this is a new area, so we haven't totally gotten that. We'll probably put a high school over here as well to help with those people. I fail to see how any of these people could have a problem. Look at the high schools we got. It's kind of annoying, to be quite honest. What is this? Is this commercial? No, that's why. Alright. I'll end up putting a high school over here somewhere. I kind of wanted to, I was thinking, try to go along with this a little bit more. Have another triangle, but not touching this road down here. I'm not sure exactly how I should go about that. Let me just go up a little bit. You see, it wants to curve a little bit. That might be the best as I can do right there. That's too low. One notch up goes a little bit above, but that might be the best that I can do. Try to get that straight. That looks about good right there. Bring that over. And then I guess we can do the same over here. Now we've got the marker to go off of. And that's going to be way too low, obviously. Let me take part of that off. Geez. I don't know. Not sure the best way to do this part. Actually, just come down here and then we'll do it this way. It seems like it's curving a little bit. I can't really do anything about that. You could almost do one more layer. That probably wouldn't look that bad. Try one more. It's a little too high. It's a little too low, actually. That's still too low. Maybe it wasn't high. There we go. Oh, that's actually a little bit low. It cut one corner off. It's just knocking that one little corner off. It's kind of aggravating. Right there. That's as good as we're gonna get it. Alright, come down and do this one. Bring it down and then find out how we can do this. Ah, see, it's just bending. That's ridiculous. Alright, I kind of like that, though. We forgot to make this part come out. Alright. We should probably connect them somehow. That would make a big intersection and kind of go like that. Or you could just connect them like that. What if we took this up? I'd almost like it to be even more symmetrical. I don't see that happening because those are bending. It's kind of ridiculous. I hate how that bends like that. Here's another way we might be able to do that. Start off straight over there. Ah, but that bends. It bends. Alright, Alright. Too low, too high. Might have to just deal with that like that. Same up here. So that one's better. Knock off part of this. And then we'll take off the ends. Not too bad. Now, if I could just make that symmetrical with the one it comes down. I'm not sure how I could even measure that. It's not perfectly symmetrical, obviously there's more space in here, but that's about as good as I can do. Something Something like that. Actually, doesn't look that bad. A little more thought into it this time around from me. Let's see what else we could do. I was thinking about bringing this up through here. And then trying to have this connect, let's see. Can we connect it like that? Yes, we can. I don't really want to cross through, plus it's going to be at an angle that might look a little weird. Trying to think, because I don't want it to get gritty, you know? The only problem with this is if we don't connect them, there could be some problems getting there. But if you want to get over here, you've either got to come up here and come way down, or you come over here and get over there. I'm thinking, what if we just connected the like this and not down to the bottom part? Yeah, because that angle is not the same, so it would look a little weird as well. So we won't do that. It says they need some commercials, so let's work on. Actually, let's get these just in case they ever want to. That ever disappears, they can actually use the full like they should have. Get all that. All right. Now let's see. I'll put a little bit of a light commercial over here. Or a lot. Alright, get this area as well. With some dents. Then I think we should keep this residential over in here. It's easier, you know, with the services like the schools and stuff, if you keep them really close to one another. Actually, I want to take a little bit of that out. Put in some light. Some more mom and pop-ish type stuff as well. That's what I would call it, mom and pop-ish. Light commercial. Let's come in with the residential here and here. Let's look at the schools. Yeah, there's obviously a school deficiency in this area. Somebody's already building there. Parks. This is this kind of stuff I've been using a lot in my new city. I have tons and tons and tons of parks and stuff for the leisure. Makes everyone happier and all that crap. So you put in some stuff, you know? Small playground. I use that a lot because it's so small. I really like that. Small one over there. Just makes them a little happier. I don't want well, cremation. We don't need it too bad. Might need it over here, actually. No, wait, we've got that one right there. We don't need it. Health is okay. We might want to put a health medical area over here. Actually, had it so it would go good. There we go. Fire? We got a firehouse right there. Let's see, police. We're good with police. Back to the elementary schools. Put one right there. So that one's already up to 262. Wow, didn't we just put that there? See, that one's at 263, so they're gonna... As soon as people move in, we're gonna have another problem. Let's check out this high school. 1,000 out of 1,000. Who knew you could need so many high schools and elementary schools? I mean, I understand it's like dense, but my god, like, how dense? How can there be 1,000 students in here? Like 1,000 high school people here. Let's see. The traffic around here is a lot better too. Just a lot of parked cars. I was thinking about going around in some of these and changing the roads. Either have grass on the sides or the trees. I kind of like the trees. Sometimes I don't like the trees. I need to come in through here, by the way. Put trees in when people build. Need to do more of that. I'm not sure about the roads, what exactly I want there. See, how many of these have we still got left? transport tower. Not sure that this is really the appropriate place for that. This wouldn't be bad. I'll put that there. A little mall right next to the park. That would work well. Don't really care about that. Official park. Only 128 bucks a week. We'll probably use that later. What is this? Tax office? I'm sure the people will love that. Right next to the mall. We'll put that right there. Not sure why that person's happy. It's a tax office. Having a tax office should not make you happy. Let's see. High interest tower. Ooh. But that's more of a residential area, so I definitely don't want that over here. There, maybe over here sometime. Stadium, we had an opera house. Get to all that. It says that there's a higher need for residential, but I don't really see it. Put in some light commercial in this area too. That works out rather well. And I don't know about subways. We're gonna eventually have to expand these. I tried to keep up better in my newer city, my own city that I've been messing around trying stuff with. And I noticed one thing, I had really good success with my subways. I had like over 10,000 people at one point. So we have 6,600. And I know when you build around an area even more, and you have even more people, the number of them using it goes down. Like, how ridiculous is that? You have more people around that subway station, you would think that they would use it more, but they don't. They actually use less. Oh, we're making 20,000 a week. That's pretty daggone good. Problem is, we don't have a huge need for anything. Maybe some more offices? Oh, man. Put in some light commercial over here. There's no real need for offices, but heck, they pay high. Might as well have them in your city. Anywhere. See, I would come over here, but then it starts to get a little gritty, and I need to know how to change it up exactly. Might just have to live with it there. Gotta be just able to do something to knock off some grittiness. Continue that over. Don't really want to do anything there because then it'll start messing with the... Well, it probably is already going to. Is that straight over? The construction of that little box is screwing it up. Look, it just wants to bend, and I don't understand that. Got some people building over here in our residential area. I would say with the mall and the park, we'll put in some more commercial. I'll break up the residential just because there's a mall right there. That seems more appropriate of a place. There's some light over here. Yeah, nobody in the offices yet. It says there isn't really a need. Go ahead and put some more residential in this area. And, you know, we'll just make this all commercial. They don't need it now, but eventually they'll build into it. So it'll just be ready for them. Actually, I don't want the light, the little 1 squares. Alright, we can go to another area of the cities. There it is. Oh, I saw somebody out of business over there. Other than that, it seems to be doing rather well. And in the last episode, I can't remember, I think I took out a passenger train station over here. The passenger trains are absolutely garbage. We haven't been getting any use out of them, really. Yeah, 612 per week. Some of them didn't have anything going on. So 100%. Our power grid looks kind of ridiculous. Saw somebody out of business. Might as well whack them. I'm surprised our industry over here is doing so well. I can't remember if we took the districts off. No, it looks an oil district. And I'm sure that there's no oil there anymore. Yeah, there's no real oil there anymore. There's a little bit right there. A little bit right there, but... So I'm kind of surprised, to be quite honest. Let's see, are they produced? Yeah, only 7% on the cargo train. I see people come in on the passenger train sometimes, but no one goes out. Don't have to mess. This area is pretty much done, I think. There's nothing really to do to it. Don't even complain about dead people. So over that. We have such a huge capacity. We have over 300 for that. We're over 300 for that. I don't know why all of a sudden they have water problems. We got a fire problem over here, man. Dang. The traffic doesn't look that bad over here. Oh, did I just knock down the wrong damn thing? It says there's a fire. I can't get to it. There we go. Apparently there's like no fire coverage over here. That needs to be addressed. I mean, are you telling me that the fire station can't get over to here? What's up with that? Maybe if we put one over on the corner somewhere? That just seems a little bit ridiculous to me that they're saying that. But okay. See, the connections really are kind of crappy. But it's like whenever you play the game for the first time, you don't really know what to expect and how to build it exactly. If we put... Yes, we can build inside of here and put even more stuff in. Even though it's only 3 over here. What if you... Nah, it wouldn't fit. It just seems like some of this area should be filled in. I don't know. I actually don't like that. I'm not sure I even like this being in here. We have a lot of open space. So I want to fill them up, but you know that now that we have, we can buy all those extra regions, we really don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. We're not really running out of room anymore. So I'm not really sure what to do down here. We'll eventually build out. So I believe we have, yeah, we have this area right through here to build. So that's not so bad. Let's see over here. Oh, no, that's amazing. We have one burned down building, but nobody else is going out of business. Make that 2 burn downs. That's good for us. One over here, another one over here. What's our fires? Oh, come on now. Come on, how can you guys let those fires happen? I got some fire stuff over here and some businesses out of business. And our fire response is weak over there. Check it out. That's really... Well, this is farms, though. Yeah, it gets weaker over here, actually. We'll actually put one over here when we start figuring out what we're going to do with this whole area. Pretty much, I think the farms are pretty much built out. I don't really want to use that. I think kind of like the farms how they are. Pipeline problems? No. No pipeline problems. We need to get those roads over to here. You know what, I'll go ahead and connect it up. Why not? Hopefully that's not too small a space right there. I'm not sure. We could actually change some of these roads, because if we're not going to use it for the farming area, we could maybe make that rest of that farming. They might build in here. Need these power lines out of here. Let me run power lines somewhere else. Can I get... Is that going to connect though? What happens if I knock these out then? Oh, they're going to be connected up here, actually, aren't they? Yep, they're connected up there. Don't need those... Don't need those power lines. We can knock these out. People are now coming around here. That's good. Probably don't even need those, but I'll leave them for now. Actually, we probably do need those. Those lines are probably powering this whole area, actually. Yes, having that road now, people using that stuff could take some pressure off of here. Look at that massive... Oh my god. Dear Lord. Look at all the people coming up here and needing to get over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to do about that. They're all getting off and going... A lot of them going up here. Some of them... Wow. Wow. Oh, jeez. I don't even know what to do. I hate how I used 6-lane roads, so it's kind of a waste. Especially when there's like nobody on the roads down here. 0 of 30 and he's almost done. That's great. Money well spent. Wow, I think maybe in the next episode we come up here and build up here. Kind of forget what some of this area looks like. Do we have any space above that? Oh yeah, we do. Because this area would be awesome if we expanded upon it. And bring the highways up. Maybe put in some... Well, no, people still won't use that. We need to let them exit over here, too. Because if some of them are trying to get to up here, then they could use the roads up here, and that would lessen the use down here. In the next episode, well... So we need to raise these railroad tracks up in the air. I actually have to take these down on the ground or something, because we gotta raise them up higher. So we gotta bring that through. Let's do a little bit of that right now. We have to bust through here. I think that could ease some of our traffic congestion down here. Alright, we'll put in... Don't want to do it the whole way. Don't need to do it the whole way. Yet. Something like that. That looks about straight. Alright, so... Oh no, they put in bridges because the frickin'... I didn't notice that. Daggone it. I could probably do smaller spaces and it wouldn't do that. Ah, no. See, it looks ridiculous. Like there's just... a frickin' bridge on land. Alright, that solves that one. Alright, I'll come from the top. Right, now we need to fix this. Because the cars are going the wrong way. The roads are going the wrong way. Now we need to fix... we probably have to bring these railroad tracks higher, I think is the best idea. See, under them works, but the only problem is we're gonna have buildings and stuff. That didn't work so well. Daggone it, it doesn't want to work. Let's see here. I can back this up a little bit. Where I can't get to the end of it. Oh, that is connected, right? Yes. Alright. Does it actually need to go even higher? The highways are only up one notch. Hell, maybe just staying down on the ground would have been best. Apparently, that's what it's telling me. Those highways shouldn't be in the way, though. So we'll just have to have roads coming over there. Then we'll have roads coming down beside, that's what I like to do, like, these 4-lane roads. Get a little bit closer. Like that on one side, and then I like to do it on the other as well. Kind of like that. Try to get it straight. We can use roads like that. And what I like to do, man, that road looks really messed up. From up here, it looks fine, and then there, it's just like the slope of the frickin' land, man. That's why we're having a problem with those railroad tracks. It's the slope of the frickin' land. Actually, let's get a little bit closer. Draw them like that. Left is coming down, left is going up. That's good. Then I try to keep them similar. Like that one in the middle. Try to keep them similar. I did that S backwards. I started looking at it, I was like, wait a second, that looks a little odd. Yeah, here we go. I was saying to keep them similar, and I'm looking at them like, wait a second, something is not right here. And I make several of them all the way up. Space them out, of course. If I hadn't made that so close, we could actually connect right here. Actually, we probably still could do this. We could actually connect right here. Something like that, and then people can unpause that, right? Yeah, I connected everything. And then people coming up, if they could connect right here, and then of course all of this will build out and we'll have more roads. Not sure what to do with that. I might just chop that off. Or I could come over here and then eventually just swoop under here and connect over to here. That's why I didn't want those train tracks on the ground. Alright, but that's gonna be it for now. Need to look at some areas and start identifying exactly what we're gonna do. So we have ore deposits. You could put industry for a little while, and then when they use up all the ore, knock all that industry down. I'm not sure how much ore, like, do we have a bunch of businesses that even need ore? I don't know. We have pipeline problems. Did I not put pipes here? That would be a problem. I'm sure these people have not been happy. I said, earlier it was saying pipeline problems. I said, no, no pipeline problems. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. It's gonna have to overlap a little bit. Connect it to there, boom. Take this out a little bit more. So we still have a little bit of excess water and everything. I never noticed until my other city. Look at the pipelines will literally suck the water down. I wonder if that's even... Alright, so it's operating... Those are still operating, luckily. But look at that. It literally... Like, that's where we started off, and these things literally suck the water down. It's incredible. I think if you built a dam and flooded part of your city, you could just put a bunch of pumps like that, and it would just pump that water right back down. It's crazy. I had water problems in my other city because of lack of water. Because it just kept sucking it down, and they kept running dry. So I had to go to towers, and the towers don't need to be by the water, but they only pump half as much as well. We basically do need a new pump now. Could put a new pump and a sewer. See, I don't want to put that there because it's gonna pump. See how those are now not operating? That's why we're having problems. Could put it in an area like this. Boom. Could put more sewer over here, so you don't have a problem with the sewers. Dirty, dirty water. Dirty, dirty water. No electricity. You're not touching it. There you go. Let's try it. Yeah, there's a discharge. I don't want to screw that up again. That was a tragedy. It was a disaster. See, 1, 2, 3 of them going out of business. So let's put a few of these in, all together. This isn't where I put the other one, but that's all right. Now, hopefully, they don't suck the water line down. And I'm gonna come over here and knock that one down. That'll lessen some of the usage of the water. Now we're good on the water availability. I see that one went not operating. Well, hopefully the water, now that that one's out, maybe the water will raise up a little bit more. Alright, but that's gonna be it, everybody. Next episode, I think we'll come back up here and start working on this area and start building some stuff out. Maybe use the ore, I don't know. But that's gonna be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next episode.